I'm so excited to be here. It's a plum-pleasing pleasure as well as a privilege.
Yes, and back at you, sir. And to all of us that get to be with you today, thank you for being on the Pamela Show. Hey, John!
Hello, Pamela. Great to be here. Super excited. How are you doing?
Oh, it is so exciting. Well, everybody, this is John Tallarico. Hello and welcome back to the Pamela Show, where we learn and we grow together. I am so excited to continue this incredible series on the Women of Power, Women of the Power Voice anthology, and we have two more powerful women with us tonight. And you are going to be so wowed by their stories and their wisdom. So with no further ado, I want to welcome to the Pamela Show stage. We have Angela and we have Lilian. Woo! Hello. Yes, yeah. Welcome, welcome. I'm so excited to have you. Awesome. I am going to just go ahead and jump in. And I have some questions for you. And I'm so looking forward to your responses. So let's start with you, Angela. Tell me, who are you?
Hi, Pamela. Thank you for having me on your show. It's an honor to be here with you and with Lilian. So I am Angela Bennett. I'm from Sydney, Australia. And I am a mum of 5, grandma to 1, and I am the woman who has been broken, downtrodden, abused, everything you can imagine, yet I have risen out of the ashes. And that's who I am. I'm that don't judge a book by its cover girl.
Yeah, absolutely. I think of a phoenix rising from the ashes as you said that. Like that could be your symbol, right?
Yeah, exactly.
And please say that again. I'm sorry.
Sorry, blessed to be here, blessed to be breathing, blessed to be alive. That's me.
Absolutely, absolutely. And I always like to say to this beautiful woman from Sydney, I always ask her, how does the future look? Because from where I'm at in the US of A, you're in my future. And she always tells me it's bright and beautiful, right?
Today is a good day.
Yeah. So look forward to tomorrow for those of you that aren't in tomorrow yet. It's going to be great. Thank you so much, Angela. Lilian, how are you? And tell us, who are you?
Hello. Thank you so much, Pamela, for having me in your show. Congratulations, Dr. Pamela. Thank you, Angie, for being here with me. Ladies and gentlemen, my name is Lilian Okech. I was born in Uganda. I always say I was sent through South Sudan because that's where my mother deceived me in her womb. And I was born in refugees camp in Uganda, and I find myself in US. So I'm a kingdom daughter. I believe that 100% because I believe I was sent through the kingdom of heaven and to arrive here. So I help women who lost hope to let them know that hard work and dedication, success is possible, and they can design their new life. So for me to be here in US is opportunity for me to sign and let the women know that it doesn't matter where you come from. It doesn't matter what happened to you. It doesn't matter what you've been through. You can shine and be the woman of power voice.
Oh, that is so awesome. You can shine and be the woman of power voice.
Yes.
Man, that drives it home right there, doesn't it? That is so powerful. And I want to just circle back to the fact, for those of you watching, did you hear that? That both of these women hail from other lands. And so as you're listening and watching this tonight, pay attention to things that they're saying, because there will be things that you will pick up that you otherwise might not have if you don't realize the backstory of where they have been, where they hail from. Maybe like Angela is hailing right now from the future. So that we just need to keep these things in mind. And so it's very awesome. I'm honored to have you two on the program together. Like just the destiny of you two being on together and being able to share from your unique backgrounds, different nations, different areas of the world, and coming with your unique greatness onto the Pamela Show is so amazing. So thank you for being here. And let's continue on. So the next question I have for you, and let's see, Angela, this is our icebreaker. And the icebreaker is to warm everybody up to who you are. So why don't you warm us up and tell us, what does the women of the power voice mean to you?
Wow. The women of the power voice to me is an incredible sisterhood that I'm so honored and blessed to be a part of. I mean, we all met through the great Les Brown.
Yes.
And I feel like we're part of his legacy. So for me, it's the most incredible platform to be able to be a part of, to get our story out, to be able to reach women around the world, and men as well. Sorry, I need to cut off half the population, but to reach with people around the world, because like Lilian said, it doesn't matter what you've been through. You can still live a life of prosperity, health, shining, powerful empowerment, and it's just that perfect platform. And I think also for me, it's women coming together. We live in a world where there's a lot of competition with women, and it doesn't need to be that way, because we work better together and we all bring something unique to this world, something that what I bring, Lilian can't bring, and you can't bring, Pamela. And we're together, we're so strong, and it's just an honor to be part of something like that. Women working together, we are so much more powerful when we do this together rather than on our own.
Wow, you make me think of an orchestra and how it's just so harmonious when every instrument is playing its part. Yeah, that is so beautiful. How about you, Lilian? Can you share a little bit on that? What does Women of the Power Voice mean to you?
I believe women of power voice, we are chosen to be the women of power voice. It was not a mistake. It was not an accident. Because when I look back into my life, I actually was in I was in South Sudan when I get the message from Yashika, which it was so funny because I was in way deep village, like my mom village, and there was no network over there. And I see a message on WhatsApp, and I'm like, what? Like, women of power voice. I just reply, yeah, I'm in. I didn't know what I was saying yes to, because all I know is I saw the woman of power voice, and I'm just like, I'm in. Just like Angela said, when women come together, we are powerful. We are more than enough. And there was a quote say, if one woman ought to turn the world upside down, when we come together, we will turn it inside up, I guess. Like we can make it right. Like we can make it possible. And the world know that women are powerful, and so they try to not like decrease our value, but but we know who we are, And we know that we are waking up to this life. We are waking up to knowing that, oh my God, I can be more. I can do more. I am more than just a woman. And now imagine the women coming together and say, we are the women of Power Voice. We can do it together. And what I love about women coming together to support each other, there's no jealousy among us. We all want to, I want to see you be successful. I want to see you to the top. I want to see you to the top. So let's us come together and let's climb the mountain together. And if you slide, I will grab your hand and say, you are not leaving. We will get on top of this mountain together. And that is all what the power, the Women of Power Boys is all about. And we know Uncle Les is on top of everything. And for me to come to the Women of Power Boys is a funny story. You can find it on my chapter, but it's really funny story. But I'm so proud and honored to be part of Women of Power Boys. And together we will power up the world.
Yes, we will power up the world. I love that. Oh my gosh. So we're an orchestra. We're powering up the world. I love it. Oh, I'm excited already. All right. So here comes the Oprah Winfrey question. Angela, what is your intention?
Oh, Lilian, that was so beautiful what you said. It made me so emotional. You know, my intention with telling my story and being a part of this incredible anthology and opportunity, being vulnerable gives permission for other women to go, oh my gosh, that's my story. Can you help me? Or that's my story. I want to share that as well. Or it just gives permission, because we all have secrets that we sit on. And it takes a lot of energy to hold secrets. Once your secret is out, once it has, what's that saying? When there's no enemy within, there's no enemy without. So for me, my story was a story of, I won't give too much away because I want you to buy the book, but my story had a lot of shame and a lot of guilt. And so I had a big secret that I held on to so tightly. And anyone that knew that story was almost felt like a threat, because if I did anything wrong and peeved them off, then I just thought, oh my gosh, if they tell anyone, then it's going to destroy things and people won't like me and things like that. But now that my story is out, it has no power over me, but it is so powerful, because it transforms other women's lives. And that's the whole reason that I'm still here. So my intention is to fulfill the purpose that God has given me and allowed me to remain alive, literally, to fulfill that. But to just leave such an impact on the women in this world. And Lilian once again said, women are so powerful, and we are so powerful. And there are so many women across this planet that are beginning to rise up and to speak up. And we're being heard, and it is going to impact and change the generations that follow. And I just get so excited. So that's my intention. I love this stuff.
Yes, I do too. Oh, it was such a powerful answer. I could feel your you being so genuine, and like also your pain that you've been through, and how that has been turned into your purpose. Like, as you were saying that, you just feel all of that coming through you. And that's so beautiful, Angela. Wow. Thank you for sharing that. Lilian, how about you? What is your intention?
What is my intention in this world? I can go back to when I was a little girl living in a village. I don't know if you've ever been so far into the country where when you see the plane up in the sky, it's so small, like a little bird. So when I was back in the village, back in Africa, like I always been sick because when my mom get pregnant with me, when the war started in South Sudan really bad, so it's like she exhaled a lot of the bombing and all the smoke on the air. So when I born in this world, I always been sick. So I cough a lot, and people really don't even know what it was. I just cough and cough and cough. So I'm always like live alone, like sit alone as a young girls because like people are just afraid sitting by me. So every time like it's so fun. I tell people, my friends, when I was growing up, they were chicken and goat, and those were my friends because what we hang around and we know each other. So so me sitting there like looking because I take care of my mom goat. They're sitting there eating, and I just sit under the tree. And when I saw the plane fly, I always was wonder where is it going, what is it, and I just want to know. I really just want to know. And when I come to US, when I arrived in New York, right then, right there, I saw this woman. Like they're going up and down. They wear like a high heel, and their hair was flowing. As a young girl, I was just standing there because you have to remember Africa is really hot in January, but it's really cold here. So we were in summer clothes in New York City in January. So we were all like just like look like we were all looking like, oh, these people are definitely not from America. But for me, my imagination took me to a different world. Like I see those women right there. My first day in America, when I see those women, I say, I want to be like those women one day. I just want to be like them. I don't know where they're going. I don't know what they're doing. I want to be like them. And for me to rise up from my community, I want to give back to my community because in my community, we're still fighting for women's rights. Women still don't have voice. And I stand up, I say, enough is enough. I will be the voice to the voiceless. I will tell those women they're more than enough. There's a reason why they're in America. There's a reason why God saved you through all those gunshot and all those bombing. Now you are in US. What are you doing with your life? And how can you make a difference in the world? So for me, being here is a blessing that I will never give away. I thank God for the knowledge. I thank God for the wisdom. And I continue to shine to tell the world you don't have to be just a housewife. You don't have to just be a mom.
Right.
You can be a super mom. And you can do something better with your life. And you can speak up and share your story. Sometimes you can just share your story. You never know who your story going to change. We all sitting here, we read book and we watch show, and somehow somebody's story touched my heart. That's why I say, yep, it's time to stand up. And now when you hear our story, my title of the book is When God Come Through the Locked Door, because my mind was locked. I was sitting in the place where the richer country in the world, and my mind was locked, sitting there crying to God every night. And I don't know where to go, what to do, because my mind was locked. But God said, I'm done hearing you cry. I want you to come out. I want your voice to be heard. And I want to do the same to other women.
Wow, that is so powerful. It's amazing. It's truly amazing. So you were opened up. You were not locked anymore.
Nope.
Now you want to unlock others. You want to
Yes.
be that vessel to
Mhm.
unlock others. Powerful. Powerful.
Thank you.
Angela, tell us a little bit about your story and a little bit about your chapter within the Power Voice anthology.
Yeah. Well, for me, I've been through abusive relationships. I had no self-worth. I ended up in the sex industry, and working my way out of that was a journey all on its own. And there's something really powerful that keeps coming back to me that I just want to share. I think it's really powerful. I think it's just so beautiful. There's that Japanese tradition called kintsugi, that's how you pronounce it. It's when a vase or a bowl smashes and they put rather than throwing it in the bin like us Westerners would do, they put it back together with a precious metal, so gold or silver. And where they have welded it back together, it brings more beauty into the bowl or into that vase. And I just feel like whatever you've been through, that's what makes you who you are. Your wounds, your brokenness, your broken heart, it's nothing to be ashamed of. It's what actually makes you so much more beautiful. Because because it creates resilience and courage and I'm a bit emotional, sorry. It just allows a tenderness and an understanding and compassion to people who have been through something else, who have been through something. And it allows you to live a life of non-judgment because we never know what someone else is going through. And whatever they're experiencing, it's like Les Brown says, you're either going through something, coming out of something, or just about to go into something. We've all got stuff. And the things that you've been through are what make you more approachable and more beautiful. And that's what my story is about. It's just freedom to your story and to who you are and empowering you to have the courage to stand up and be okay with it and love yourself, forgive yourself, thank yourself for bringing you through everything that you've been through. Look how phenomenal you are that you made it through everything you've been through and you're still standing. That's my that's what my chapter's about. Yeah.
You know, how many of us need to hear that more often? You know, and not beat ourselves up or think we're not enough when we are more than enough. And all of those scars that we are ashamed of are our beauty marks instead. That's beautiful. Wow. And your story is all about that. And now you're empowering so many to see life through those lenses. Thank you so much for sharing that and being just real and transparent, you know, with us. And because even as you shared tears, you're being transparent and not just having something canned or written that you're just going to say, like it came from your heart. And that's what being a woman of the power voice is, isn't it? Speaking from our heart, from our experience. So thank you so much, Angela. Lilian, how about you? Can you unpack your chapter a little bit for us? Give us a peek into you and your chapter.
I would say my chapter, the first line you will read is say, whether you're ready or not, when God moves, you listen, or you will miss out your blessing. So that's all you can get, and you can get more. It get juicy. So you can get, you know, what take me to listen, because, you know, I didn't just listen when God moved. It took me a long time, and I get some slap in the whale, and I'm like, okay, get me out of the whale. I want to do it then. So yeah, that's my chapter. It's all about motivating women, letting them know that they're powerful. They can do it. You know, they don't have to rely on anybody, because most of us women, we think we need a man to make it in life. Well, of course we do need men, but you can do it without a man, unless if you find the one that God have for you, the one that will stand with you, the one that will support you, then, you know, you can give yourself out. But if it's the one that just want to use you for their benefit, no, you're more than that. you can do it all without those kind of men. So that's a little bit in my chapter. So yep, you'll get it all in there.
Women empowerment. Listen to you go. Like, that's, yeah, woman power. Come on, Angela, let's go. That's what it's about, isn't it? It's empowering each other. And if there's ever been a time in this world for women to rise up, we're seeing it all over the place, women in different leadership positions. And so it's time to celebrate that, isn't it? And to let each other know that we can like link arms and run together and encourage each other. You both have spoke about there being not any competition. And I think that that is so important because it's about empowering one another, right? And running our race that's out in front of us, which both of you are doing so beautifully. Wow, this has been just simply amazing to just have a little sneak peek into your life and a sneak peek into your story, your Power Voice story, as well as your chapter. Give us how to contact you. How do people reach out to you? The viewers, the listeners, because I know they're going to want to, because they're going to want to be empowered. So how do they find you?
They can go to my website, lilianokech.com, or you can find me on Facebook at Lilian Okech, or Instagram, or TikTok, or what is anything other thing out there? LinkedIn, it's all the same name. And you can send me a message. You can send me an email. I'm willing to empower you because we are the women of Power Voice.
Yes, we are. Woo! And all of that is in the description, so you don't have to try to remember everything Lilian just said. Thank you so much, Lilian, and thank you for being here and sharing your heart tonight. It was so beautiful to hear what you're saying and to peel back those layers of your life and how you ended up in America. Like just that alone is just so, it's just so fun to be able to connect the dots in a person's past to bring them into their future. And you were just so willing to be transparent tonight and let us in a little bit deeper. And I want to thank you for that. That means a lot. And you are reaching generations of people that others aren't reaching because of who you are and what you've been through and what you're doing with your life. So I appreciate you so much.
Thank you for having me. Thank you.
Angela, tell us how we reach out to you. How do people find you in the future?
Before I get to that, Pamela, if you don't mind, I just have to comment. Lilian, you just have nuggets, endless nuggets of wisdom. You've touched my heart so much listening to your story. I just wanted to do a mic drop at the first line of your chapter, honey. Oh my gosh. Amazing. Thank you. So for me, you can contact me on my website, angieb, I have to think about that, angieb.com.au, and also on Instagram, the.transformation.queen.
Ooh, the transformation queen. I love that. Oh, you guys are so good with words, both of you two, putting it together. I love it. So everybody, you're going to want this book. If you don't have it already, make sure that you get it. You have now heard how to reach out to these authors. So you just reach out to them and say, hey, I want the book, and they will get it to you. So thank you, ladies, so much for being here and sharing your story with us. And there is more to come. So stick around on the Pamela Show. You're going to hear more from other ladies, and then you're going to hear more of how to continue to stay connected with these powerful women that are here tonight. Thank you again, ladies, for being here. You are such a blessing. And thank you all for watching again and showing up at the Pamela Show, where you know what we do. We learn and we grow together. I'm sure that you could say you've done a lot of that tonight. I know I have. Remember, you are here on purpose, with a purpose, by design and not by default. So you're going to go out there and you are going to be the salt and the light everywhere you go.